I want to talk to you about MyFBAPrep versus ShipNetwork versus ShipHero. And of course, we are speaking about e-commerce fulfillment. So in today's conversation, I really want to do a compare and contrast so you have a clear idea whose organization you should go for if you were to really analyze those three players. So here's a review I want you to pay attention to. I want to first start with MyFBAPrep. So when you think about MyFBAPrep, I want you to think about a fulfillment company founded by former Amazon employees. And they specialize in addressing one of the biggest downsides of using FBA, the strict prep requirements. However, what we love about the MyFBAPrep is that the organization has expanded to serve direct-to-consumer logistics and other marketplaces as well. So when you think about MyFBAPrep, what kind of pros and cons should you have? Well, the advantages what we have with this supplier are like you have more than 50 warehouses across the US. You have international warehouses in UK, Mexico, Europe, and Canada. You have extensive e-commerce service list, and you have chat, email, and phone support. Right now, again, I want to emphasize the fact that this is an organization that really has some background, so the caliber of service you get is pretty high. So what about the cons when it comes to MyFBAPrep? Well, you have a lack of direct integrations. So if integrations are kind of quintessential to you, you will be disappointed with MyFBAPrep. And so MyFBAPrep streamlines the selling on FBA with their complete Amazon prep services and 1 to 3 day turnaround. And they provide sellers with a comprehensive dashboard. They call the dashboard Preptopia. And the dashboard contains end-to-end data on the fulfillment process. Makes it very easier for sellers to identify opportunities and make up for fluctuations in sales. And they also offer a wide range of DTC services and fulfillment for other sales channels, so DTC, direct to consumer. Let me give you an example so you have a clear idea of what I'm speaking about. They can support a DTC subscription box with kitting and bundling, and other sales channels with services like quality control, labeling and stickering, cold storage, custom packaging, and more. And they have chat, email, and phone support when you run into trouble, so you get answers as fast as possible. And although they have an integration with Amazon Seller Central, they don't have direct integrations with other listing tools or sales channels yet, which means as a merchant you need to upload DTC orders directly into their software. So this could be problematic for some merchants, but hey, listen, it is what it is. I want to talk to you about the fact that when you think about MyFBAPrep, you have a dashboard called Preptopia. So you are able to get full visibility into your inventory with their Preptopia sort of feature. For instance, you can track your orders from start to finish. You can manage inventory, and you can monitor with item statuses with Preptopia, really. So this is really good because you have all-in-one real-time visibility and direct team access. And we love the fact that with MyFBAPrep, you have a simple subscriptions. You have no hidden fees. The bottom line is that we love the fact that if you were to compare MyFBAPrep to Amazon FBA, for instance, you will love MyFBAPrep in terms of pricing. Why? Because you have a straightforward, all-inclusive pricing, and this is really good. So we are speaking about a pricing plan that includes receiving and inspection. You have a labeling, polybag or shrink wrap. You have warning labeling, sticker removal, freight pickup scheduling. That's really cool. You have Amazon Seller Central integration, including shipping plan creation. And so that's for item prep sort of capabilities. And you also have MyFBAPrep that has a large category of e-commerce fulfillment. And this, when we talk about e-commerce fulfillment, you have capabilities that include packaging, inserts, pick and pack, ship, tracking, and postage. So that's really good in terms of flexibility there. And one thing I want to say also is that it's important to understand that the bottom line is, as you saw a little earlier on the screen, we're going to show this to you again, that when we talk about pricing, You have the standard, the pro, and the platinum. Now the standard, they're charging you $1 per unit. For the pro, they're charging you 50 cents per unit. And here you have a maximum of 50,000 units per month on the pro plan. And you also have a platinum. Now the platinum, you're gonna have to contact MyFBAPrep, so you have a clear idea how much they will be charging you in the first place. But so that's really good. I want to talk to you about the ShipNetwork. So when we talk about ShipNetwork, what should you be thinking about? Well, ShipNetwork used to be called Rakuten Super Logistics. And so like FBA, ShipNetwork is actually a spin-off service that allows you to piggyback off an e-commerce platform's existing infrastructure. And ShipNetwork is the most popular e-commerce site in Japan. And they also have 15 to 17 fulfillment centers in the US. Let me break it down for you. What do we talk about here? What are the pros and cons? The advantages first. You have 15 to 17 fulfillment centers in the US. You have integrations with many e-commerce platforms, something that the MyFBAPrep doesn't have right now. And you have a platform that supports a wide range of products, including nutraceuticals to hazmat materials. And let me give you a short overview of the disadvantages you can actually have if you were to go with ShipNetwork. You have high minimums, and there have been reports of slow customer service in some instances. But when you think about ShipNetwork, think about a player with an extensive experience and large network, large warehouse network, so that you are able to have you are able to actually benefit from high quality services. And they also guarantee 100% order accuracy and 100% order turnaround by the next business day. That's really good. And with this infrastructure, the company actually has been seen to provide 2-day ground shipping to 98% of the US. That's really fantastic. And in terms of integration, you will be happy too, because they integrate with important e-commerce platforms like Shopify, ShipStation, and Walmart, among others. They can receive a wider array of products than Amazon MCF, and can store clothes, electronics, cosmetics, nutraceuticals, and hazmat materials and products. So that's really cool. They also have refrigeration facilities, though they can't store medical grade pharmaceuticals. And note that ShipNetwork does have an order volume minimum of 250 orders per month. So smaller stores may not be able to use this service. And this is really good. And I mean, this could be a problem for some players. But overall, you have a great player who can really sort of satisfy your operational needs. That's for sure. Now, when we talk about ShipNetwork, we are speaking about a lot of like a diversity of services. Let me break it down for you. So you have for instance, you have order fulfillment. So ShipNetwork offers a speedy fulfillment services with 100% order accuracy guarantee. In addition, the company also promises 100% order turnaround by the next business day. So this might put your mind at ease where really upholding your good reputation is concerned. You also have an X parcel. They have a feature called X parcel. So the X parcel actually boasts a 2-day delivery network, which is really great. So which means that all ground orders across the US can reach their destination within 1 or 2 days. You have returns management. So you have a 100% accuracy returns management there. You have kitting. So kitting is also a great option that we love with ShipNetwork. You have subscription boxes. You have freight. Now, freight actually, what ShipNetwork does is that ShipNetwork shops around for competitive rates for shipments of different sizes, like less than truckload or full truckload FTL. So you can pick actually the most cost-effective transportation for your freight needs. And in terms of pricing, you need to really understand that the pricing, you got to contact basically ShipNetwork so they can actually quote you. They'll give you a custom quote. And but once you actually receive a pricing plan from ShipNetwork, It's important to understand that ShipNetwork takes care of the following: preparing shipping rates quotes so you can pick the best carrier, creating the bill of lading. So this is crucial paperwork in ensuring international exporters receive payment and importers receive merchandise. Booking the carrier, scheduling the pickup, alerting the shipper or consigning of estimated delivery dates, and providing customers with proof of delivery. And they also have additional services. For instance, you have a lot tracking, temperature control, custom projects depending upon your needs. And e-commerce integrations actually include Shopify, WooCommerce, eBay, Walmart Marketplace, Cart, Rover, Volusion, BigCommerce, Channel Advisor, Magento, Amazon, and so on and so forth. Notable shipping integrations include DHL, First Mile, USPS, UPS, ShipStations. Fantastic. I want to talk to you now about ShipHero. So this is the third player in today's conversation. So when you think about ShipHero, I want you to think about a Shopify partner that actually has more than, they serve more than 10% of all Shopify Plus stores in the world. And so this is kind of cool. They also have a SaaS tool as a separate offering alongside with their fulfillment services. So when you think about ShipHero, you have international shipping services, custom packaging, and no minimum orders. But another pretty huge drawback of ShipNetwork is that you have a software fee on top of fulfillment. So it is what it is. So their software is very user friendly, and their reporting dashboard has everything you need to notice trends and opportunities. And they offer a workflow automation to help you save time. And ShipHero has 7 warehouses across North America, giving them, when you really think about it, mid-size coverage to scale with your brand up to a certain point for sure. And plus, if you opt to use their software, it's actually charged on top of their fulfillment fees. So they do have 3 software plans. They have Essential WMS for brands, Standard WMS for brands, and they have Enterprise WMS for brands. So when we talk about WMS, we are speaking about Warehouse Management Service. Okay, so I want you to really, when you close your eyes and think about the ShipHero, I want you to think about a larger service. So they have, so think of it as a third-party logistics 3PL and SaaS provider geared towards small to mid-sized businesses. It delivered third-party order fulfillment services in addition to cloud-based warehouse management software for e-commerce retailers and 3PL providers. So this is kind of cool and important to really look at it that way. So you have affordable 2-day shipping to lower 48 states. Options for a standalone WMS software to support in-house or, let's say, hybrid fulfillment. You have flat rate shipping cost. You have a robust WMS for brands and smaller 3PLs. So this is kind of cool. So when you think about the ShipNetwork, I want you to think about scalability, but I want you to think about your ability to offer more services regardless of the category you find yourself in. So the big question is ShipHero right for you? Well, it really depends upon what kind of needs you have. We think ShipHero is a good fit for e-commerce retailers, 3PLs, hybrid and in-house fulfillment, direct-to-consumer brands, and Amazon sellers. So when we talk about e-commerce retailers, ShipHero is really one of our top solutions for small business e-commerce fulfillment and shipping. Its shipping fee structure is best for sellers delivering to a wide range of locations. And when we talk about the 3PL, hybrid, and in-house fulfillment, it's just because robust warehouse management software can be used in your operations to power your self-managed warehouse. And ShipHero also has the infrastructure to affordably optimize transit times for DTC brands, so DTC, direct-to-consumer, and for Amazon sellers. So ShipHero is a seller-fulfilled prime eligible for Amazon success. So we do not actually recommend ShipHero for high-value, heavy, fragile, oversized, or dangerous products, shipping to nearby zones, and global distributions. In terms of high value, heavy, fragile, oversized, or dangerous products, Red Stack Fulfillment is more equipped and economical for special handling needs. And ShipHero's zone-free shipping fees may make it value inconsistent. And we also recommend for global distribution ShipBob, for example, because ShipBob has a wide international warehouse network, and we have actually reviewed ShipBob on this show before. So here you have it in terms of your the kind of a scalability or capability that you can have. Okay, so when we talk about ShipHero alternatives, besides MyFBAPrep and ShipHero, you have, for instance, ShipBob. You have a Red Stack Fulfillment. You have Saltbox. I mean, Saltbox is another big player, and you also have Amazon Fulfillment by Amazon FBA, as well as ShipMonk. So that's really good. But when you think about ShipHero, think about great onboarding process, user-friendly software interface. You have lots of powerful features, and you have a tool that really can help your business grow real time. That's just fantastic. So let me quickly give you our preference here. So MyFBAPrep versus ShipNetwork versus ShipHero. Which one should you go for? Well, before we actually answer that question, it's important to understand that if you want to discharge your e-commerce responsibilities in a proper manner, you need to have a clear idea about the kind of fulfillment network you need for your customers, right? Ask yourself a few questions. How many warehouses do you want the fulfillment center to have? Okay, how much space do you want their warehouses to have? Because depending upon the nature of the inventory you're selling, you might think about a certain level of spaciousness, and you also want to think about location. So we are speaking about geographic location, geographic distributions. So you might want to think about, if you were to reach out to an e-commerce fulfillment center, you might want to ask them, for instance, if they have, let's say, a distributed warehouse network, or if they have a pretty concentrated one. Now, let me give you an example. If you have a fulfillment center that only has warehouses on the West Coast, how will your orders quickly arrive in, say, Michigan or New York? You want warehouses close to your historical demand, in other words, where most of your sales come from, and if possible, close to suppliers so that the items don't have to travel far. And you also want to know basically the minimums, because certain warehouses have minimums, like there's a minimum order that they will take from you. So those are elements you need to really think about. So big question is, MyFBAPrep versus ShipNetwork versus ShipHero. Which one should you go for? What is our decision here? Our decision is, it really depends. But if we were to go with one, we'll go with the MyFBAPrep, because MyFBAPrep is actually, they have more experience, and ShipNetwork has some transactional flow limits, and ShipHero is not really doesn't have a lot of warehouses. So MyFBAPrep seems to be the one that's geographically well spread out, especially when it comes to targeting not only the domestic market but also international markets. So our preference will go to MyFBAPrep, and our second preference will go to ShipHero, and the third one will go to ShipNetwork. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. In today's conversation, I just had a quick discussion with you between just a comparative analysis between MyFBAPrep, ShipNetwork, and ShipHero. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.